Today I'm here to review episode 11 of The Walking Dead titled I Ain't A Judas. Now, I will refrain from doing any recaps for this episode, but I will give my overall thoughts on some of the events that happened in this episode. But first, let me touch on this. Woodbury had a population of 73 people, right? But in this episode, it's revealed that Woodbury now have a population of 35 people. So let me explain this a little further, what I'm trying to get into, what I'm trying to touch on. Okay, 73 people. Now, I understand that some people in Woodbury died, including the people that died when Rick and them had came and attacked Woodbury. And like I say, once they did that, they did knock the population down. Now, it's unknown exactly how many members they killed, but they did knock it down from 73 people. It was somewhere around in the 60s, at least. Now, and we also know about some more deaths about Tim, Crowley, and we know that Tim and Crowley got killed by Michonne. Gargiulio. Merle killed Gargiulio. Amy. Maggie killed Amy. The governor had killed that guy in Woodbury when he got bitten by those zombies, shot him in the head. So, now, that right there should be at least around 50 something people. Because like I say, I can pretty much say it's around 50 something people because like I say, a couple of people did die in Woodbury when Rick and them did come attack when it came to attack it. But now you only got 35 people. What? 35 people. So what happened to the rest of the people that was in episode 9? Now, we all know episode 9 when everybody was on the zombie was in that zombie gladiator battlefield. We seen multiple people around cheering on this fight with Merle and Daryl. But yet, later on in that episode, we only seen a few people trying to leave Woodbury. Matter of fact, you can count how many people was trying to leave Woodbury. So, what happened to the rest of those people? How did you get a population of 35 people? I don't get it. Now, could it be possible that some of these people did leave Woodbury, but it was off-screened? I'm going to say it again. Could it be possible that some of these people did leave Woodbury because it was off-screen? Or could it have been a mistake on the producer's part, or the people who was over the crew members, or the civilians for the show? I don't know. Just don't make no sense to me. Next, I remember Rick talking about in episode 4 titled Killer Within. He said that he wanted to use the prison to grow vegetables, the prison yard to grow vegetables in. Now, that's impossible. Because now you have zombies all in the prison yard. They everywhere. I mean, I remember when the governor first had used the vehicles to bust open the main 2 prison gates. It was only a few zombies that had came out that vehicle, but not there. I mean, they're multiple. It's like a group of them. And if you guys haven't realized, Rick and them only have one prison gate left. If that prison gate gets bust open, it's over. The prison is completely over. So basically, they're going to have to escape because they only got one prison gate left. And I remember Daryl talking about repairing it. Ain't no one in the world you can repair that. That prison gate was electric. Well, both of them was slide in, slide out. Ain't no one in the world you can repair that. And I agree with Michonne. They did better just putting the bus right there. But like Herschel say, you're going to have to use firepower to do that, or use ammunition. Remember, they barely had any ammunition when the governor came and attacked them. Matter of fact, Rick had ran out of ammunition for his first gun and his second gun, the main gun that he always uses. So, nah, I don't see it. I don't see that happening. So now zombies are everywhere. Like I said, remember what I said about zombies? Zombies cause chain reactions. Now, remember when I said about, matter of fact, let's use an example. Now, you see all those zombies in the prison yard? It was more zombies that was in the woods that seen no zombies in the prison yard. And those zombies in the prison yard caused a chain reaction. So for those zombies that was in the woods seeing them there, they just followed those zombies that was in the prison yard. So basically, to make it simple and easy, they follow each other. That what happened. So now you got zombies out everywhere in the prison yard. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You barely have any ammunition for yourself. So ain't no one in the world. I feel you should. I feel that you should waste it on them. So yeah, on to the next thing. I noticed something about Michonne in the comic books, because in this episode we seen Michonne doing sit-ups, we seen the exercising, but in the comic books it's revealed to us that she was a bodybuilder. But I don't know about in the TV series, because when I know why, Michonne don't have character development. I mean, at this point, you would figure that you would know something about this character by now, because come on, you only got 5 episodes left. Out of 16 episodes, you got 5 episodes left, and yet you still don't know nothing about her. Now I know a lot of you gonna say, well, she probably could get some character development in the next 5 episodes that left. I hope she gets some, but if she don't, that'd be crazy. At this point, Michonne is the little T Dog, but the cool version. She's the cool version of T Dog. But at this point, I would want to consider her the little T Dog. But like I say, I'm gonna give her a chance to get some character development. And it's not Michonne's fault; it's the writer's fault. I don't never blame the characters for not getting any screen time, because I remember when people was getting mad to me, oh, Michonne don't talk. It's not Michonne's fault; it's the writer's fault. Michonne is just a character. So get that out your head. Just saying. But I think she could be a bodybuilder, because I know in the comic book she had bulky muscles. She was built for a woman. Now we see a scene with Herschel and Rick them talking, etc., and they talking about leaving, and we can see out of this whole scene when everybody was talking about leaving, because Herschel wanted to leave, and as Glenn stated before, you can't leave. You only have one leg. And at this point, Rick is annoying with everybody. It sounds like he literally ignores it and tries to walk off, and Herschel yells, "Get back here." And he says, "You once said this isn't a democracy anymore. Now you have to own up to that." Making him contradict himself with what Rick said before. And then Herschel tells him, "I put my family's life in your hands." Basically trying to make him get back to his senses, but Rick still ignores Herschel's words and still walks outside. And then we see him pick up some binoculars. Let me tell you something. When Rick had those binoculars, he wasn't looking for nobody. He wasn't looking for nobody or no threats. Like Merle said that about people still being around the prison from Woodbury trying to attack it. He wasn't looking for that. He was looking for Lori. Matter of fact, perfect example. It was a middle tree. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but it was a middle tree. And you can see a little snippet of a white dress. But then you see somebody run behind the tree. He thought that was Lori. So the guy is still hallucinating, even though he just got attacked. And then he was gonna continue looking at this until Carl come outside and he tell him that. Carl tells him, "I think you shouldn't be the leader no more. You should step down." Because basically at this point, this right here is messing up Carl and Rick's relationship towards each other. Because this right here is tearing Rick down, and it's basically coming between their relationship, as I just said. So Carl tells him that he said, I think you should let Herschel and Daryl be the leader. And we can see how Carl still has well, he still have this kid, this little bitty child in him still, because he tells Rick, if I tell you something, you promise you won't get mad. So yeah, he still got it, but he do realize that he have to stand up for himself now. And at this point, in terms of coping with things and being stronger, and well, in terms of coping with things and emotional and stuff, Carl is stronger than Ricky is. He's stronger. And a lot of you might ask why. Perfect example. Who shot Laura in the head? Carl shot Laura in the head. Close range at that. Who saw Laura die? Carl saw Laura die. Matter of fact, he seen when Maggie cut open Laura's stomach and pulled a baby out. So you mean to tell me this little bitty child, now this is a child, not children like that, because he's like 13 or 14. When they see something like that in the real world, they mother die or something happened to their parents, sometimes it might send them down to this darker, or I'm not gonna say all the time, not every kid, but some kid might go down to this darker path, or they might view the world different. It might change their character. But Carl still remained the same after all that. And it's revealed that Rick is not even over killing Shane. He still regrets killing Shane till this day. Oh, even though Shane tried to kill him in cold blood. Now, about that, who shot Shane? Yeah. Although Rick did do the hard part. He did kill Shane in his human state. It still doesn't change the fact that Carl helped. Carl shot Shane in the head when he was a zombie, and you can tell that Carl cared about Shane, because when Rick said when Rick told everybody in the season 2 finale that he killed Shane, Carl started crying. So you mean to tell me Carl can step up and man up and beat up and make sure everybody is safe? And matter of fact, Carl is taking care of his little sister himself. Come on, Rick, man. I'm just saying. You got to, and I understand that, yeah, that's Rick's wife, and he loved her, but still, he have a group to protect. Even Carl knows this. That's the reason why Carl told him, you may as well just step down. Matter of fact, Rick is the reason why Oscar died, because he started hallucinating because he thought it was Shane. What? Come on, man. Like I say, Rick. Now, think about it. If Rick is tripping like this, just imagine if he was the one who would have had to shoot Lori in the head himself. Jesus, I don't want to see where that would have went. I don't. I truly don't. Because like I said, he ain't even killed her. And he tripping like this. Matter of fact, he ain't even see her dead body. and he's going off the edge like this. That's crazy. But yeah, Carl made a point, and then this right here made Rick realize that Carl is ready, because he did say Carl is a good shot, and he says Carl is ready. So when it comes to coping and dealing with things emotionally, Carl is stronger than Rick is. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Not physically, no, he's not stronger than Rick. Rick is a grown man. Carl is a child, but still. He's stronger. He's more stronger than Rick. Deep down inside, he's more stronger. Just saying. Hope y'all noticed that. I hope I made a good point with that too. And I want to touch on this this scene. Andrea leaves Woodbury to basically search for our old team, her old group. Now, once she get there, we can see how Rick and them is looking at her different, because Rick does refer to her as the governor's girl. No, he says your boyfriend. He tells her that the governor is your boyfriend. Your little boyfriend came by here and tore down the prison gates. And at this point, it's real hard for them to trust anybody, because I mean they just got attacked. And like I say, do I blame Rick for throwing her against that fence? It's kind of messed up, because he did Michonne the same. Well, not with the fence, but I don't like the way he grabbed Michonne's leg, because she didn't want to say nothing. But overall, I do see where he's coming from in terms of keeping his guard up, because the governor couldn't. The governor, like I say, he could have been thinking that the governor sent Andrea to basically set them up. So I can see where he's kind of coming from, but then again, not really, because the way he handled her, throwing her against the fence. And then Andrea comes to the prison and she talks to him, and she's trying to make this peace with them. And it ain't no peace, because the governor is always lying. He told Andrea that they attacked him first. And then Rick says, no, he attacked us. And then it also goes on to tell Andrea that the governor had killed Axel. Man, she ain't know what to do. She looked shocked, talking about she can't defend his the stuff that he has done here and stuff, and she's trying to make it better because he's training people to get ready to attack the prison. And so then she tried to make ends meet, trying to tell Rick about trying to end it with him. And then Rick says, there's nothing to work out, we're going to kill him. And Rick said, I don't know when, I don't know how, but we're going to kill him. That was funny. That was very funny. And next, Andrea does feel like the odd person, because she can't believe these were the same people she was around with in Atlanta, but now they treating her this way. And then she goes on to ask Michonne, what have you told him? And matter of fact, she know Michonne have told him something, because how would Rick know about her dating the governor or talking to him? She know Michonne told him something, and Michonne says she didn't tell him nothing. So her and Michonne go outside, and Andrea tells Michonne, you poisoned them. And Michonne tells her, I just told them the truth. Andrea say, I didn't choose him over you, I wanted a life. Once we entered Woodbury, you became hostile. What? That's like taking a grown woman and putting her with a man who got money, but this man is constantly beating her every day. But then when you ask her about it, like, are you tired of getting beat? No, I'm not tired of getting. Yeah, I'm tired of getting beat, but I'm with him because he got money, and I want a life. Listen. So you mean to tell me you know what he was doing, but the whole time you ignored it because you wanted a life, you wanted somewhere to live, because you wanted to stop running all the time, and basically seeking shelter all the time. I mean, I'm not saying that was the case, but I kind of got that out of the conversation when she said it. I didn't quite get it to a certain extent. And then Michonne tells her, that's cause I could see it. And then Andrea says, see what? That you were under his spell from the second you laid eyes on him. And then Michonne kills her with this. She tells Andrea, he sent murder to kill me. He would have sent him to kill you too if you had come with me. But he said you didn't. You chose a warm bed over a friend. Basically meaning you chose dick over your friend. Then Andrea really looks crazy because she didn't even notice. Yeah. And remember, Andrea, when Michonne told you that anytime you try to leave Woodbury, well, I think Michonne told her, you can't leave here. Basically meaning he'll try to kill you. Yet, Andrea ignored the fact because, she let love she let love blind her in terms of looking at the true him. I mean, it was thrown to her on multiple occasions the type of person he was, but she let her love blind her and made her look over those facts of the type of person that he was, which they make no sense. And then Michonne says, that's why I went back to Woodbury, exposed him for what he is. I knew that would hurt you. And then kills her. Just kills her with that. But as I recall, I don't know, like, Andrea didn't even know much about Michonne. She said it was 8 months. I've been with you 8 months and I don't know nothing about you. And then Michonne says, you know enough. As I recall, when you're friends with somebody, you will at least know something about them. I don't even know. I don't even. I don't know. I don't even know if I could call their relationship a friend relationship at all. I mean, Michonne referred to it as that, but still, you didn't know nothing about her. Andrea, you knew everything about Andrea, but Andrea didn't know nothing about you. I just found that crazy. Next, and this this right here, made me mad. I ain't gonna lie, this kind of got made me mad. Andrea talks to Carol, and they talks about Shane death because remember, Andrea didn't know Shane was dead. And Carol tells Andrea that Rick had killed Shane, and she also tells Andrea the whole thing with Randall was a setup to kill Rick, was a plan for Shane to kill Rick. And then Andrea says Shane loved Rick, and then Carol said Shane loved Lori. Then you look at Andrea's face because the whole time her and Shane was together, was together, well not even together. The whole time she thought in her mind that her and Shane, like she thought Shane liked her. The whole time she didn't even know Shane really liked the Lord. That's who he wanted to be with, and that right there shocked her because she didn't know that, and that right there, and she kind of got mad about it because she just found out that Shane really didn't like her. The only thing she was the only thing she was another booty call. That's the only thing she was, and she realized what she was, and that's how she was. She was another booty call. It's like with a man being with his main girl, but then being with his mistress, but treating his mistress girl like trash, but then always going back home to his main girl. You get what I'm saying? Michonne felt like a sideline hoe. Well, not Michonne, Andrea. Andrea felt like a sideline hoe. That's how she felt in that situation, and it was crazy. And then she goes on to say Rick's become no, no. She says Rick's become Rick. She said Rick's become cold, unsteady. What? She just told you Shane tried to kill a man. Are you that selfish to look over that? He tried to kill a man, and like Carol said, he has his reasons. Come on, Andrea, you that selfish man? Now, next, we see Carol give her a knife and stuff and tell her basically you need to sleep with her, you need to sleep with him, give him the greatest night of his life, and basically stab him. Not Carol. Come on, Carol. You mean to tell me you was in this abusive relationship with Ed? Ed constantly beat you all the time. You really couldn't do nothing with Ed. Matter of fact, you couldn't even put on certain clothes because he want other men to look at you. But yet you telling somebody to do something that you wouldn't even do. I mean, I'm surprised about that. Come on, Carol. But overall, I think when Carol told her that I think when Carol told her that I think Carol did have that plan at once upon a time when she was with Ed that she did want to do that to Ed because like I say, Ed used to beat her. She was in an abusive relationship. So yeah. And Herschel them talk about Bible verses and etc. etc. I ain't know I ain't know Merle read the Bible. They was talking about Bible verses and all that type of stuff. And like Merle said, the only thing that was good about Woodbury was the library. And next, this thing with the governor recruiting kids, talking about recruiting little bitty kids to go to war with him and stuff. Didn't make no sense. That's how you know he's desperate. Like I say, the difference between him and Rick is Rick cares about the people in his group. The governor doesn't. That's the reason why I see what Andrew was coming from. Cause I mean, look at the governor. He's so cruel. He's trying to recruit kids, trying to teach kids how to use weapons. Tell the Martinez about it. And how Tyrese them end up in Woodbury. Oh my God, man! I know. Like I said, I never thought that'd happen from the comic book. Surprised when it happened. And Andrea leaves the prison, man, and I love that beat when she left the prison. That song came on from season one, first episode. That little dun dun. I like that song, man. Dun. I can't and I love that song. I love that little beat. And last but not least, the final ending comes with Andrea. She goes back to Woodbury, but yet she could not force herself to stab the governor. Hey, what can I say? And then you get the final scene, and oh my god, Belle starts singing. I was like, please, Rick, you should have just went crazy then and said, get out. Rick should have pulled his gun out and said, get out. That's what he should have did when she started singing. Jesus, I can't stand Belle singing. Um, and basically you see them talking, and then Rick tells them that he's leaving, and he tells Daryl wanted to come. Daryl did want to come, and then Rick tells him, no, you stay here, because basically if Merle gets out of line, that's your brother. His blood is on your hands, so you have to do what you got to do with him. So he knows that's the only person that can keep Daryl's the only person that can keep Merle alive at that point. And he tells Daryl that they're going to leave. I know where they're going, so that's all good. So yeah, and he tells him that Carl ready. He gonna bring Carl with him and Michonne, etc. etc. Then the episodes end with Beth terrible singing. Jesus, that was terrible, real terrible. But yeah, I think I covered almost everything about this thing. Governor recruiting kids. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Ooh, 26 minutes. Damn. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe, rate, comment, leave your comments in the comment section down below. Leave your feedback, what you think about this episode. To me, it was boring. It wasn't fun. It was boring to me, but it was alright. Peace.